On Thursday, the appeals board of the Mangistau Regional Court annulled the jury's verdict acquitting the former mayor of Zhanaozen, Orak Sarbapev, who was then immediately arrested in the courtroom. The court rules to annul the verdict acquitting Orak Sarbapev adopted by the Mangistau Regional Inter-District Criminal Court following the jury trial on June 22, 2012. The criminal case is be subjected to a new trial, with Sarbapev arrested and taken into custody effective immediately. The appeal was filed by the state prosecutors due to an extraordinary situation when members of the jury appeared to congratulate Sarbapev's family following the acquittal on June 22nd. The former mayor was charged with bribery, abuse of office, as well as contemplating an attempting crime. Sarbapev's case was sent for additional examination and will be reviewed again. However, his lawyer says the decision doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to continue this trial. Let's say I have given 100,000 to one manager and then another manager starts accusing me of a bribe. But what about evidence? Doesn't it count anymore? Therefore, I believe this court decision is absurd and illegal. On Thursday, the appeals board of the Mangistau Regional Court launched the hearing on the case of 37 oil workers. The courtroom was packed, however, defendants themselves were not present, as according to the judge. This was rather a facilitative procedure. Most lawyers requested to apply Article 63, a suspended sentence for their clients. The hearing will continue tomorrow. Just as during previous proceedings, public activists don't actually believe the trial will be fair, assuming the verdict is predetermined. I personally counted 4 or 5 attorneys who actually seem to fight for their clients, unlike the rest, who simply attend the hearings. And the judge is just a civil servant appointed by Nazarbayev. He will simply follow orders from above. What can I say? There is no justice, only the system itself, the shameful litigation that reveals the judge's true attitude towards the speeches of lawyers. In my opinion, the sentence has already been imposed and it's a done deal, as it usually happens here. However, the judge should have listened to the reasons and arguments. Now the group of experts will introduce their corrections into the rough draft of the verdict based on the arguments of the lawyers. On June 4, 2012, the Aktau City Court convicted 13 oil workers to various prison terms on charges of organizing and participating in riots on December 16, 2011. Rosa Tulitaeva received the most severe punishment of 7 years in a maximum security prison. 10 additional criminal cases have been initiated against Vladislav Chelach, border guard suspected of killing 14 fellow soldiers and a huntsman at Darkan-Kirgen border outpost. Among other things, Chelach is now charged with desertion and property theft. At the same time, his lawyer Serik Sarsenov claims the border guard gave previous testimonies under the threat of rape. The defender also says that Chelach sent a petition to the Prosecutor General of Kazakhstan complaining about being subjected to torture. Just recently, Vladislav Chelach abandoned his prior confession of killing everyone at the outpost, while his defense team said the border guard was subjected to psychological pressure. It is absolutely clear to me that we will be denied a criminal case because it never happens, even in far worse situations when people get harmed. They don't consider psychological pressure a torture, even though international law says it is. Employees of Karaganda's 4 mines in a concentrating mill, all part of the Gefest Association, threatened their management with a strike demanding to settle the arrears for the salary and social fund payments. The company owes the latter over $6 million, with the conflict brewing for around 3 years. The enterprise director has been already subjected to 1 criminal case courtesy the financial police, which effectively froze company's accounts. Previously, miners were promised that a new investor will resolve the issue by August 1st. The deadline is over, but the promised investor never showed up. On Thursday, people decided against the strike, taking another chance with officials' promises. Previously, we have reported that a new investor will take charge of the company. We want to officially state that the investor does exist, and this information could be confirmed by the deputy governor of the region and the head of the entrepreneurship and industry department of the region, who are here with me. They came here specifically for this meeting. Grain crops are dying in Kazakhstan due to severe drought. This led to a bread price hike in Pavlodar. According to news agencies, the price of 1 kilo of the first-grade flour have already increased by 1 to 2.5 cents. However, the Entrepreneurship and Industry Department of Pavlodar region noted that drought is not the reason for the situation. The regional anti-monopoly agency undertook to examine the legitimacy of all price changes. In the meantime, in July, the global wheat prices surged by a quarter, reaching $350 per ton, setting at $200 per ton in Kazakhstan. Businessmen are now concerned about the potential price increase to the level of 2010 if the forecasts for crop failure will come true in August. According to the data of the Ministry of Agriculture of Kazakhstan, the grain crops withered in the following regions: Aktobe 35%, Zhambyl 16%, Karaganda 9%, Almaty 7%, West Kazakhstan region 4%, South Kazakhstan region 3%. According to forecasts, Kazakhstan will harvest 12.8 million tons of grain this year, which corresponds to 2010 harvests when there was a drought. The roundup of the military patriotic club Zhas Sunkar from across Kazakhstan was held in Astana on Thursday. Young people competed in martial arts, assembling weapons and battle marches. The organizers believe the event should help setting a positive image of the country's armed forces. 12 best teams chosen for the finals in Astana are all winners of local competitions. The top prize eventually went to the military patriotic club from the South Kazakhstan region. The Aktobe team came second and Kastanai was the third. August 2nd is marked across most CIS as the Airborne Troops Day, hence the masterclass of Kazakh paratroopers was the highlight of the holiday. I believe that this kind of games give boost to our young people for a better and clear understanding of patriotism in general. No medals were collected by the Kazakh team on August 1st. Olympic debutant, the 19-year-old weightlifter Anna Nurmukhambetova reached 5th with a combined score of 251 kilos after 2 attempts. Many foreign experts believe the athlete has a great potential for an amazing career in sports. The 10-15 loss of Kazakhstan boxer Kanat Abutalipov against John Joe Nevinu from Ireland in the second round of the competition was somewhat unexpected. On the other hand, Ivan Vyshko, a Kazakh heavyweight, crushed his competitor German Eric Pfeiffer 14-4. On August 2nd, the reigning judo champion Maxim Rakov, who was considered a gold medal sure bet, lost to Elnar Gasimov from Azerbaijan in the first round.